Hello everyone, I'm Woko and welcome to Wokolandia. I know, this video take me a lot of time. And the reason is quite simple. I will start with my second-hand market and vintage toys fair. And this stuff take me a lot of time. Back on the video, like you see, I found this already broken and ruined Hydra or Hydra from Hercules the Legendary Journey. And for quite a while I have this idea to use those two heads for make some type of snake man using some spare part and pieces from Master of the Universe. But there is already a little problem that all these part, like you see, the neck, the tail, are in rubber, and the rubber is quite difficult to paint. Sometimes the color crack if you bend the neck, like in this case, or even the paint never dry and remains sticky, and you risk to ruin the entire custom basically. For this reason, already in this stage I decide to not color the neck and the tail, and copy this color scheme and this cool gray pattern on the entire body. In this way I can completely avoid to prime and color all the rubber part, removing a very big question mark on the entire custom. Well, another point was make two characters with one head each, or a single character with two heads. And after asking all of you on Facebook, Instagram and YouTube, the majority of you says one character with two heads. And for do that I need to change the main body with something a little bit different from my original idea. And this project, from a simple custom with a different head, becomes something a lot more challenging and way more cool. Also, I have the opportunity to use this already customized Many Faces body, but like I said, I have a lot of projects lie on the desk waiting for the right pieces or the inspiration. And in this way I have two birds with one stone, or two snakes actually, or one snake with two heads. And because I record basically everything, now we go back in time few months ago, and I show you what I did to these Many Faces. The main idea at the time was create a custom version of Optic, one of the characters of the Master of the Universe New Adventure, and for do that I need to remove the head of Many Faces, the upper part of the body basically. But after remove the helmet and clean the collar, I stuck on this custom. Optic have a giant eyeball instead of the head, and I never found something of the right size. And for this reason this custom goes south, and I'm really glad to recycling this part because it's cool and the result was awesome. For cut, sculpt and clean the figure, I use like always my sculpting tool and some file. The process is quite long, but I have the opportunity to refine some cool detail. Like I said many times, you can use Dremel for this little detail, but for me, in this way I have a lot more control. And I don't risk to remove too much material, and at the same time keep the cut clean and sharp. Well, I keep this part because I want to show you how simple is make a custom. In this case, I can use different head to make an alternative version of many faces. But yeah, we're talking about toys, then is justify play a little with them. But despite this stuff is quite cool, it's too simple for make a video about that. And for this reason, like I said, this stuff lie on my desk for quite a while. After this funny head swoop, I keep working on this part, removing more material from the neck with the idea to make room for the eyeball, because yeah, this was the idea previously. And lucky me, because this awesome body was perfect for this awesome Hydra. And here I start sculpt with Fimo wire as support for the too long neck. In this way, I create a base for glue the neck in place, only after prime and color the entire body. And not only I completely avoid to paint the rubber part, but also without these two long sausages. I make this process way more simple. And now it's time to fix the two legs. And like always, I use the magnet. I really love this technique because it's very simple and super cool. Basically, I use 4 magnets, 1 for each leg and 2 for the main lower body. First, I remove the elastic rubber from the legs. And after, I glue the magnet inside using the Fimo wire for create a support, a base where place the magnet. After that, I use a lot of super glue and I repeat the process with the lower part of the body. Very simple. And in this way you don't have pressure on the leg and you don't risk to ruin the color after the leg was painted. And now it's time to fix another issues. Like you see, this head was a little bit ruined and the lower part of this jaw was missing basically. And taking the inspiration my beloved trap jaw, I decide to remove the entire jaw and replace it with a metal piece, reinforcing this Mecha Cyber Hydra idea. This bionicle head is a perfect jaw, but I need to make some adjustment. I removed this Lego pin and I refined the shape with my sculpting tool. And after that, paint this stuff was very simple. A single layer of black primer and after that a dry brush with silver. Super easy. After fixing the head, now it's time for the tail. And despite the obvious place where I can put this thing, I decide to create a very weird right arm. Mixing this broken clawful arm with this rubber stuff. The first step was cut this tail, and after that start comparing with the arm. The second part was removing this cylindric piece for create a base for glue the rubber tail. And for the final step, a lot of super glue. And after primer is finally time for paint. Like you see, I cover with tape the joint, the magnet and the rubber tail. In this way, talking about the magnet, I keep the contact clean and I make easy to make fit the arm, talking about the joint. For color I use this awesome yellow speed paint. It is already perfect from the bottle, and with a single coat I have a vibrant yellow over all the figure. And after that, like I said at the beginning, I start copy this weird color scheme, trying to match the color as much as possible. Drawing these long yellow and gray stripes, matching the existing color on the rubber part. Creating a weird but at the same time very cool fantasy over all the part of this awesome custom. After finish the gray, I copy this simple color scheme of the jaw, and I use black and silver in dry brush over all the neck, pipes and pads. And after this step, guys, this custom is finally, after a lot of time, finished. Like always, I hope you enjoyed this video and maybe found something useful. And if you have some question, comment down below. I love to answer. Remember, like, share and subscribe is the best way for support the channel and is completely free. And now is finally time, after a very long journey, show you my two-head Cyber Hydra Master of the Universe custom. Enjoy.